What is going on, guys? MitchCactus here, coming back with another Forza Horizon 5 video, and today we'll be talking about the best AFK money glitch, how you guys can farm tons of credits in Horizon 5 extremely easily and quickly. I'll be going over exactly how you guys will be able to use this to be able to make millions of credits, and of course a good guide that'll work whether you're new to the game or you've been playing for a while and you're simply trying to get some fast credits. Now, of course, with Forza quite constantly changing the way glitches work, patching a lot of the working methods, if you guys want to stay up there with any further updates related to this or new glitches, if any patches come out, be sure to go and drop a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on. But first thing I'll be getting started is what car you need, the tune, and some car mastery perks you guys will need to upgrade. So firstly, the best car that I recommend you guys use for this is going to be the Pagani Huayra BC Forza Edition. The Pagani Huayra is quite easy to get. If you guys don't have one, you can buy it on the auction house for a little bit over 1 million credits. There are two other good cars you guys can use, one of course being the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento Forza Edition, and the other being the Mercedes AMG CLK GTR, which is also a very good alternative, as all of these cars have Forza Edition perks, which means you guys will be able to get more skill points much easier. Make sure you guys, regardless of what car you use, upgrade all your car mastery perks, maximize them, as they have a huge impact on your potential to be able to farm skill points, as they'll lead to you guys being able to get higher skill chains even faster. And if you guys are wondering how I have 1 million skill points, almost a billion credits, a very high level, and a bunch more, it's because I'm on a modded account from MitchCactus.com. Our site is relabeled temporarily from .co, as .co is undergoing some maintenance. If you guys are interested in a pre-made modded account, a personal account mod, we can do anything, even credit and super wheel spin packages. Feel free to go and check it out, guys. There'll be a link in the top description in the pinned comment. We now have well over 3,000 stars or 5-star reviews on our official Trustpilot page, so feel free to go in and check that out, guys. And in fact, one of our recently new additions to the modded account package has up to 100 million super wheel spins as an option you guys can choose from. But once you guys have got your car, your tune, your car mastery perks, you'll be good to get started with the glitch. And in terms of what tune, I have a very good tune that will be in the pinned comment and description that I do recommend you guys use for this. So first thing, you guys want to go ahead and head to the creative hub, where you guys will be able to enter the blueprint, which will also have the share code shared in the pinned comment and the description of this video. So head to creative hub, and from here you pretty much just want to go straight into the event lab, and you want to go in and search for this custom event. Now occasionally these events change. For now, the one I'll be showing you guys is the best one to go in and use, and the code is 159141884. Like I said, pin comment and description for that too. This event will appear. This is one of the best current events to use for this. I've actually made a video briefly showing this one before a few weeks ago, and since then there's been a few changes as to how you guys can use these glitches for money. In terms of your difficulty settings, you want to have braking, assisted, steering, auto steering, traction, stability control on, and shifting and automatic. From then, the rest don't really have that much of a difference, so just do whatever. And once you guys have actually initiated the event, you'll see all you need to do is go in and hold your accelerator down. Now, whether you do this on keyboard by having something on your W key, or on controller by having something tied around your accelerator key on your controller or accelerator throttle, it's up to you guys. If you can have this pretty much fully automated, and you can leave this going in the background, and the way you guys get skill points from this is pretty much not only the speed skills you get from driving very quickly, but also a heap of skill points is from destroying all of these objects, which will continue to build up over time. As you guys can see in the top left, you can see how many skill points you've built up, and it won't start to show the skill points until your first chain ends, and there'll be an opportunity for you guys to end your skill chain to actually bank the skill points towards the roundabout towards the end of the first lap. So you guys will see what I mean. Obviously there's an infinite number of laps, and when you guys want to finish, you can literally just tap the e-brake and boom, you'll go ahead and go straight back to the festival. So if you want to grind this for 8 hours straight with the AFK on, you can. If you only want to do it for like 10 minutes, you can also do that too. Here you guys can see I'm coming up towards the end of the first lap. It hasn't been very long in this lap whatsoever. The turnaround point is a very good spot where you guys will be able to bank your skill chain and be able to claim your first 10 skill points. You guys can easily get around 1,000 skill points an hour from doing this, just based off how quick it is. And of course, there are a fair few other methods where you guys can get them even quicker. Let's say 30 seconds, you get 10 skill points. But the good thing about this method is completely AFK. And once you guys have farmed your skill points, I'll now be showing you the best way to go and convert those straight into super wheel spins and credits. So there are two cars I want to go on and briefly show first off. One, of course, being the Chevrolet Corvette Forza Edition. This is a car that a fair few you might have a few of. In fact, I have multiple of these, of course, on my modded account, and a lot of people often get these in super wheel spins and don't know what to do with them. The best recommendation I would is either sell it instantaneously for credits, or you guys can head to the car mastery area where you'll find it has one super wheel spin for just 8 skill points. An extremely cheap super wheel spin. So if you guys have any of these lying around, be sure to make the most of this, get that super wheel spin perk. And another car a lot of people do have, they don't even realize has this kind of utility, is actually the Bugatti Chiron. It has 2 skill points or 2 super wheel spins for 30 skill points in the car mastery section, which is probably the best value you'll find in a car. Now, I don't necessarily recommend buying a bunch of these just to get the super wheel spins, as obviously these cars are expensive. One thing I would recommend though is that if you guys do have some of these laying around, make sure you make the most of them. And I actually said 2 super wheel spins, there's 1 super and 1 normal wheel spin, and that's it. All you guys can see, very easy to go in and do. Another car I'd also recommend you guys can buy off the auction house. This unfortunately only does apply if you have the car pass, is the Ford Puma Forza edition. There are many of these that are constantly circulating on the auction house. You guys can see it's got a search for it here, and it will come straight up. And the good thing about this car is that it's pretty easy to get, since a lot of people that don't have car pass are unable to buy them. It's actually fairly easy to be able to get and find ones on the auction house that have yet to have the perks used. You can easily get them for 100,000 credits. You guys can see, buy one, and then from there you can go in and see the perks it has, which not only has a credit perk which will pretty much compensate you for the skill points you spent on it, it'll also have a super wheel spin perk as well as a normal wheel spin perk. You guys can see here they are, and you can pretty much go in and from here and convert those skill points straight into super wheel spins. But I don't want to spend too much time going over the specific perks. I have another method I want to show you guys, and it's through this car, the 2012 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. This method isn't the best in terms of the skill points, in terms it's quite expensive to actually redeem these super wheel spins, but its strong advantage is that unlike those methods on the auction house I showed with the Ford Puma, this one has a 100% likelihood of working. It's not like sometimes you'll buy a car off the auction house and the perks have already been used. Every single time you guys do this method, you'll see that the perks have not been used, obviously because you're just doing it through this car mastery and unlocking prize car. 50 skill points, you guys can get that unlocked prize car, the D-Birdie, and then from then you guys can go in and go into that car and get another super wheel spin. So like I said, the best thing this car is good for is if you guys are farming, let's say 1,000 skill points, and you just want to get fast super wheel spins, no issues of having to find that the car you bought in the auction house has already had the perks used, and 100% guaranteed it'll work every time. This is a very good, consistent and easy method, although like I said, it's definitely not the best value. You guys can see that super wheel spin perk in the top left. Another car we'll go in and show you guys is one you can also find in the auction house, except this one is not only for car pass users. Anyone can get this car. It's the Nissan Fairlady Z Forza edition. The good thing about this car, it's very easy to go and redeem the super wheel spin perk once you guys get one. I won't go into too much details how I recommend you guys buy these off the auction house to mitigate the likelihood of them having the perks used. Just one thing I would say is look out for ones that have painters and tuners, as you want one that's completely stock. Ideally, looks like it's never even been in before, as it'll have the highest likelihood of it not having the perks used. And of course, if you see one seller listing up a bunch, definitely avoid those, as that seller is likely going in and listing up a bunch in bulk after using all the perks. But I'll go in and show you guys what perks that Nissan Fairlady Z has, just so you guys can get a little bit of an insight. It's 1 super wheel spin for just 9 skill points, so very cheap. And of course, you guys can do it as many times as you want, and you don't need to have the car pass. That's gonna wrap it up for this video. Hope you all did enjoy. If you did, be sure to go and drop a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on, and comment down below how many credits you made using this method. And of course, if you guys don't want to spend all the time grinding these out, that's where the modded accounts from MitchCactus.com come into play. Extremely easy to get, less than 12-hour delivery, and of course come with virtually everything in the game, so you guys can enjoy the fine aspects of the game. Let's say you want to drive your favorite car, you want to drive the rare cars you're pretty much unable to get unless you get lucky in the auction house, the modded account's the best solution. But I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. If you guys want to check it out, there'll be a link in the top description in the pinned comment below. And that's mostly going to wrap it off this video. Like I said, thank you all so much for watching.